I think we are in a very critical period of time for, according to our profession, to sell science in the media. And I think this is also a very good time to organize a conference, especially for the European science journalists. Now it is in Budapest just as a satellite event of the World Science Forum. And therefore I think this conference has one task, that to discuss what is the opportunity to survive and survive the science journalists in this new era. And I would be also very curious for the answers of the international guests who are coming from 29 countries, and they will be around, according to registration, 120 participants. First of all, the printed press has, especially daily papers, worldwide in a crisis. They did not find a good commercial model for advertisement and for competing with online in speed. But even the TV, especially the public TVs, don't find their role, because the role is officially to give some science, but in many countries, as in Hungary as well, they have almost no science in the program. And the commercial TVs, they have a totally different role. If they have science, they are sometimes, but this is not really what sometimes is a real science. And especially the TV productions are more and more expensive, and not many countries and not many TV channels can afford to produce their own programs. So that means this is a big boom of the multinational, cultural documentary channels programs, which are sometimes more like science meant, which means the science and entertainment than real science. For example, here in Hungary, if somebody is watching Discovery Channel or National Geographic Wide, they give more catastrophes, more predators, more blood, more killings than real science. And for the online media is okay. In every online news portal you can see science, but really the sources are limited. The original sources are limited. Even there are dozens of news sites, but the real sources are from 2 or 3. And the last challenge, and the biggest one, is the social media. So the Facebook, first of all, because the teenagers, the young generation, they even don't watch conventional online news. They get all the news through the Facebook, and the Facebook is certainly sometimes it's not always a very professional one. It's a big mixture. There are something good and something bad. Politics always try to influence science journalism. I tell you a nice story. In the 50s, when it was a very hard communist time in Hungary, according Lysenko, the big Russian agronome, philosopher, and a friend of Stalin, it was also the philosophy that everything can happen, everything can grow, even the cotton in Hungary. Certainly it is not the climate for the cotton, but they had to make plantations. And in November, the one that was that time before the big movies in the cinemas, they had shown special news, film news. And there was a crew who had to go to the cotton field and to film the blooming, beautiful cottons. And that was November, and that was rain, cold, etc., etc. And these poor cotton plants were watching almost frozen in the field. And the cameraman and the team, they had an idea. They went to the pharmacy and they bought small cottons, and they put to the plants, and they film the beautiful cotton fields for the public, especially for the leaders. And that's a real danger. And another danger is the PR, which is not politics, but it is also a problem, because nowadays more and more science journalists lost his or her job, and they have to live from something, and they are going to work in science communication, so PR. Sometimes they work as science journalists, freelancer. But from freelancing is, even in a big markets like France, Germany, or the UK, sometimes hard to get enough money. So and the PR pays more. But the PR materials, just because of the more and more professional journalists transform themselves partly or at all for PR, they became better, ready to made. So, and sometimes it is a hidden PR material, sometimes in the media. The readers, or sometimes even the editors, are not able to know what is behind. So that is a very bad happenings, and I am sure that if it goes further, it would go to the weakening of the credit of the science itself.